Tonight on Dragon Talks, we are joined by Yumiko, who's actually in London but originally from Japan, and she's a spiritual teacher, a master healer, and a shaman who works with dragons and also other multidimensional beings. She is the founder of the Leaves Institute, and she's taught all over the place, all over the world, and mainly in Japan, but now over here in England, offering it in English, and obviously to anyone else that speaks English. And today she's going to talk about how dragon masters communicate and engage with their dragons. So let's give a warm welcome to Yumiko. And Yumiko, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
It's it's good to see you. Are you actually in London at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in London. I've been really busy, but traveling around.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm in London. So most of January, I stayed in London. And
So have you enjoyed the nice cold wet weather?
I love nice cold weather.
you, you like it? That's
I
right.
like it.
I suppose it's just weather, isn't it? At the end of the day, we us English we do like to Brits do like to complain about the weather, but we
Mm,
need it.
yeah, it become comfortable. Uh, am I sounding right? Maybe is it howling or
Is it
is it okay? Not echoing back or anything?
You just make sure I'll put it onto noise removal just to suit. Did that get rid of it?
Okay. Ah, I'm better. Thank
That's
you.
better.
You made me better just now.
Yeah, there was a bit of an echo. Is it perfect now? Perfect. Good.
Okay.
I think the original sound for musicians was still on. So sometimes it
Ah,
gives an echo.
I see.
So it's
Okay.
now echo proof. So the floor is yours.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for introducing myself, Yumiko Kevin. I am Yumiko, as I'm introduced. I'm originally from Japan, but now I am in UK, in London. Uh, when I came to London, it was 2000, so it's 26 years ago already. And I've been teaching Japanese people before I come here. So you know how long I'm teaching, and it made me really old, but I enjoy aging. So today I want to share more about wisdoms from dragons and how to receive wisdoms from dragons. And I want to introduce more about higher dimensional communication with dragons because some of you maybe already started, and this may be a good knowledge or information for you to become more aware how to do more communication at the higher dimensional level and how you can utilize the higher dimension in the communication with the dragon. So I am born like this. I am born with a high dimensional consciousness, and I am born with memories of my previous lives, and I'm born as a shaman. So since my babyhood, I've been working with dragons and spirits or fairies and all sorts of spiritual beings. And so it's been really difficult for me because I'm born with a gift, with healing and everything, which means I don't know how people do without. So it's been difficult for me to just know what is special about what I know. So thanks for this opportunity to just be able to talk a bit more about it. Hopefully, to just for you to make use of some of my information and experiences. And I really appreciate if you can give me a lot of questions because I need question to be aware of what is special about what I'm doing. So that's how I teach. So I've been teaching starting with monks and doctors in Japan and some artists or owners of businesses, that sort of people who are very much aware of spirituality. I don't know if you noticed, but many owners of the company or many entrepreneurs are actually really spiritual and they needed spiritual guidance. And that's where I started working as a professional. So my first point of work to be in the spiritual world is to work as a spiritual teacher But I've been working as a healer and working with dragons since very small. So I, of course, healed people since I'm primary school and such, which been really confusing for me because you don't know what's going on about the people who comes to you as a child. And it was really confusing, but I really appreciate my gift since I started to teach. So the same with the dragon. For me, dragon is something like there all the time. So I didn't really take it seriously until what happened to Kevin. Similar thing happened to me. Like dragon came, I mean, dragons around, but one of the Guanling came with the dragon. She's on the head of the dragon to come to me and ask me to just please teach about dragon to people so they can use dragon and they can connect with dragon, because one of the mission or one of the purpose of dragons are to help people achieve this transition and evolution. So in order for the dragons to be part of the evolution, they need people, because people are in charge of creating the new world and moving this ascension movement go on universally. So that's when it started, which is 2007. So it's about 19 years ago. So then I had to think about what is special about dragon. Then I created a really dumb program. I mean, it's just what I do with a dragon. I made a dragon overnight and just maybe not overnight, in 20 minutes, and put it in the post, SNS or something, for just like nobody would be interested in that thing. But it get filled in 2 minutes. It's just completely full. So people started to complain that they couldn't get the place. So I had to do more. So that's how I started to teach dragons. And working with dragon is very powerful because dragon is very powerful beings. So working with dragons give you power and a lot of different opportunities. So many people are interested in dragon at that time. Some people wanted to work with dragon for money or so many different reasons. So I got really overwhelmed at that time. But now I am making it safe to work with dragon and making it more useful to work with dragons. So I am feeling more and more comfortable teaching how to connect with dragons. So my way of teaching to connect to dragon has been casual, but I've been working with dragon for a long time. And when I started, I didn't do this teaching of higher dimensional consciousness because I just wanted to do it casually and just teach people and let them play with the dragon and just make everyone happy. That was how I started. Then I realized actually because dragons are really powerful and sometimes you get overwhelmed by the power of them. So I started to create a really thorough program, including higher dimensional consciousness development, which is something I took it for granted for a long time. Then I realized this higher dimensional consciousness is actually essential to communicate properly with dragon. Because without higher dimensional consciousness, we can still communicate with dragon, but it's more like one way. We don't really hear what they say. It's very hard to receive wisdoms and knowledge if you don't have this area of consciousness, because it often doesn't make sense. It makes sense in an esoteric way, but it's hard to make sense in the real world. So having the higher dimensional consciousness developed, it becomes more real for us, for people to work with dragon, to use the dragon, to gain the wisdom and knowledge from dragon, and we can use it in the real life. So that's something I started to do a bit later, I started in 2010 or 11. So I have just finished creating this English course with higher dimensional consciousness developing. I kept talking about it for about a year in this Dragon Thunder talk, that I will create it, I will do that. And it just took so long for me to just, because I wanted to be really responsible for what I'm doing. Thanks to my student, they took my higher dimensional consciousness development course, and they opened up the higher dimensional consciousness. And I made sure that it works with European people to start with. I'm sure it works with American, Canadian, anyone else in the world, which I mean other than Japanese people. But so I train Chinese people or Korean people, Thai people. I trained some of these people as well already, but I just wanted to make sure it works with everyone. So it's ready. So I'm really excited to open up and do this course. So I filmed all the lectures by finishing last week. So now I know what I'm teaching in there, because I only knew as a knowledge what's different between not having higher dimensional consciousness and having one. So I can a little bit talk about it, and maybe I think higher dimensional consciousness, I have the method to develop them because I'm a shaman and alchemist. I can develop such program which include quite a deep level of spiritual healing. Like shamanic healing is essential, because when you go beyond the dimension to the 5th or 6th or 8th or 11th or 17th, you go beyond the time and space, which means you should be ready to acknowledge your past, present, and future. So most people has resistance to go beyond the dimension because of previous lives, traumatic previous lives, memories, and any fears around their past make it scary. So one thing I do to do the higher dimensional consciousness development is to heal your previous lives. The one especially traumatic or make you resist to develop further. So what I do is I do a lot of shamanic healing to the person so they can go beyond the dimension and be happy. So that's a very fast step. Then finally, I can develop their consciousness field to use higher dimensional awareness. So I do that in a particular area for dragons, so people don't get confused. So this is very safe and enjoyable higher dimensional consciousness development, as far as I'm aware. When I started to do this higher dimensional consciousness development, because it's been normal for me, I didn't know how people reacted. So I only started to know what it is like for the others when I started. And many people asked me why this is happening, why I become like this. So I learned, okay, this is not normal. So that's normal for higher dimensional consciousness. It's something like once you open in that higher dimensional consciousness field, time is different. Time become much longer because you do things in a very short time. Your thinking process and your awareness become much, much quicker. So, I mean, this is when you do the full higher dimensional consciousness development. So I'm doing limited version because I don't want to confuse people. Because your time and other people's times are different, which means you find it really stressful to work with people who doesn't have the higher dimensional consciousness. And with higher dimensional consciousness, you can communicate mostly by telepathy. So you don't really have to talk. So you get really stressed out when people don't use that skill. So that sort of irritation and stress, I become aware. So I created this course, this particular dragon course, that you don't have this stress. Like you have this consciousness to communicate with dragon. but your communication with people stay the same, so you don't get problem. I mean, it's exciting, but some people who has like overwhelming work, that they almost decided to leave the job, and they have this higher dimension, and they can do much more than they used to. So it's a bit of confusion involved. Maybe one day people are okay to just make this happen, but at the moment I'm just making it more limited, so it's not stressful, and so that's how I developed. So once you develop your higher dimensional consciousness, things started to look a bit different. And I think most people should naturally develop this higher dimension to some extent by spiritual awakening or by encounters by aliens or by being on UFOs, which you can't avoid going beyond dimension because you're actually warping around. So by some sort of experience, you can start to open up to this dimension. But you need to heal yourself. You need to just, you might get confused when it starts to happen. Like people who are on UFO get really confused about the experience. So my development is to just avoid such confusion and just make use of it in real life. I do a lot of healing and preparation work. So even if you have a bit of higher dimensional consciousness opened already, I can, in this training to some extent, I can help you to use it more efficiently without stress. When you feel no stress using the higher dimensional consciousness, you can actively start using it. So that's part of what I'm hoping to provide. So of course, Dragon can also help you to just develop further. Once you have connection with Dragon, which most of you, I think, have to some extent, you can ask your Dragon to just, well, I've heard this kind of story from Yumiko, and I'm really interested in higher dimensional consciousness, and I want you to help me develop that consciousness. So I will talk a little bit further of what you need, but you need to heal. You need to be reflective and becoming aware of the changes and the difference between you and others, and just take one by one. So, so that's healing is necessary, and most useful thing is meditation. Meditation is beyond the dimension always. I mean, of course, higher dimensional consciousness give you vast consciousness, but when you are into meditation, you tend to merge those dimensional differences because you are contacting your pure awareness, your spirit, your spiritual awareness is beyond the dimension. So meditation helps a lot when you're developing your consciousness. So when you ask your dragon, like, I'm really interested in higher dimension, Yumiko said this and this and that, you can ask your dragon to just guide you to develop higher dimensional consciousness. So I will talk a little bit more about how different your communication with the dragon become once you have the higher dimensional consciousness developed. So once you have your higher dimensional consciousness developed, when you ride your dragon ride is different. Like you feel more with your body. Like it's more everything feed back onto your physical body or physical reality without confusing you, without making you crazy. That's the point. Like if you don't have the consciousness developed, some of the material can be really confusing and make you scared because it doesn't make sense from the third dimension, but you're living in the third dimensional world, and it's very difficult. So when I develop the higher dimensional consciousness, your thought process will be accelerated, and you have more space to just digest things. So you are less confused. I equip with that sort of clever system. I'm from IT, but I don't use IT knowledge. So that development help you to just not to confuse, but use those really complicated information to integrate them in your real life. You have to create the meaning for certain information you get from dragon because they are all unique and it doesn't make sense in the real world. So you have to have this sort of transition like you have to develop your throat chakra to just translate all these meaning, and you have to use your third eye to just also judge and adjust and kind of categorize these things before you analyze. So you have to use those two chakras. So I teach the method called Chosei method, which you can adjust your chakras quite easily. And so that's sort of, I think you have some sort of, maybe some of you have some sort of skills to just adjust your chakras, but adjusting of the throat chakra and third eye is quite essential when you're developing higher dimensional consciousness. Because no matter how you use the higher dimensional consciousness, your body and mind in the third, which means you need to develop your chakras to absorb the information in the third dimensional world. So that's something you need to be aware, which I will do it in the advanced Dragon Master course. I will adjust all your system, and when I adjust it, I use Chosei method, which is strange name. Chosei means adjustment in Japanese, and I just named it Chosei method. And this method, everything I do in my healing is initiation of wisdom, even just by practicing. When I practice healing on somebody, that wisdom stay within that client, so they don't have to come back for more healing. Their body will learn what I do, so they can look after themselves. So whatever you learned, experienced in my development program, your body will learn to some extent. So when your chakra needs to change a little bit more with another or further experience or further wisdom given from dragons, it can adjust itself to some extent. So that's something happen in my program. But if you also have some sort of way to adjust your chakras, like some people do a lot of cleansing or detoxing to just allow your body to be more flexible and relaxed, so it can naturally change accordingly to the need of what you're going to do. So in order to make this happen, one of the things is meditation, because in meditation you learn a lot. You learn a lot from within and without. And you also need to relax. Relaxation is actually really powerful skill to develop yourself, because you let go all the resistance to develop. We all have the power to develop ourselves. We don't really have to go to a healer or people like me to just, would you do this, do that? If you know how to relax yourself and if you know how to meditate, it can happen naturally. And you listen to your body well. You want to eat certain things to let your body develop sometimes, or you might stop wanting to eat certain things. I think it's very important to listen to your body about how much you want to sleep, what do you want to eat, where you want to go. So you have to develop a very good relationship with yourself, with your body, and with yourself. So that's how you develop much faster. And as a person, you prepare these things, like you meditate, you relax, and you listen to your body, and you ask the dragon to, yes, I'm ready, so help me develop. And you will also learn in your dreams. Dragons will train you in your dreams as well, because in your dream, you can access to your unconscious materials or subconscious. And you can use a lot of information from your previous lives. You can use your information from your unconscious, which you wouldn't remember when you wake up, but you can do that process during your sleep. So the dragons are also helping you during the sleep. So that sort of thing also happens. So have a really good sleep is another thing. So most important thing is meditation, relax, listen to your body, and be happy. Always take the choice or always make choice which makes you happy. Because it is not being selfish. Whatever makes you happy is right for you. So you have to choose the right thing. And you wouldn't know why I'm choosing this sometimes, because sometimes you're choosing it for your future self, and you don't understand why. But you will know later. Lots of our life, we don't feel convinced, right? Why I'm doing this? Why I have to? I used to work for a company and doing a marketing manager and such, and I don't like working in the company. I don't care about money, but I had to work in that industry to just learn about people, learn about system, learn about law and all sorts of things. And I was very unhappy at that time. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this? But now I am using everything that I learned in my life. So being patient sometimes counts in this important aspect of how we develop ourselves. But being patient itself can be stressful, so you need to meditate. When you meditate, you know what is right for you, and you no longer feel stressed about doing something you don't understand, because you feel you can develop your confidence in your choices. So all these help you to develop. But sorry, I'm still talking about how to develop. I want to move on to what will happen. So let me just talk about what will happen if you have developed this higher dimensional consciousness to work with the dragon. So with the higher dimensional consciousness, the dragon will contact you and it makes sense. And it's very difficult because you can't understand this third dimensional consciousness because it's higher or multidimensional. It doesn't make sense in our mind. It doesn't. You have to make sense at the higher level. And when you make sense at the higher level, that will come down through your third eye and your throat chakra, first to your heart and to your solar plexus and sacrum. Then you make sense at the third dimensional level. So what they give, we need to digest. But before digestion, we need to understand what they are talking about. Not with this mind, but higher dimensional awareness. Once we do that, we allow it to come down to ourselves so we can use it. So it's not a kind of book or language. It's often energy or wisdom. If it comes down to you, it becomes our ability. Like I suddenly become able to do such thing, or I can now see things, or that sort of ability, or sometimes it's a knowledge about certain area or certain specialty, science or techniques, some sort of techniques, your work. Because everything in this world is sacred. It has a sacred secret. We just don't know what it is. So once we receive those wisdom and sacred information and knowledge from dragon, things start to make sense in a different way. Like we understand things in a different way, and we can use what we thought, what we took for granted, we appreciate it, and therefore we can use it more. So our life changes a lot by using the wisdom from the dragon that we can receive at a higher dimensional level. It's not about dragon said this or dragon said that and pass it on to the others. Dragon will give you information mainly for you, which is useful in your life, in your business, in your everyday life. So your life quality will improve by listening to them. So higher dimensional consciousness help you to just communicate at that level, as well as at digesting and understanding what they have given you. And by using chakras, you just integrate to your third dimensional life. So that's how it works. So you're still doing it to some extent. I know you already feel really grateful for the dragon, but once you start to communicate at that level, your life changes a lot because things become a bit different and you feel deep in understanding things. You feel more appreciative about things. And the gratitude and appreciation happens when you receive something that is useful for you. So, which means you already developed when you feel grateful or when you appreciate these things. So it just makes your life richer. And by making your life richer, inevitably, you are making other people's life richer too. This is very contagious, I mean, in a good way. So then you can feel, you can make some of the dragon wisdom, dragon teaching into your teaching to people. And hopefully, like I do or Kevin does, you can spread how to connect with dragon, why it's useful, why it's important for our own happiness. I recently met a guy. I don't know if he's here. I don't tell his name or anything. He's a musician, and we just met in a party. And I just told him that actually I'm a shaman and I work with dragon, but it's weird, isn't it? And he said, no, I'm working with dragon too. So I said, I met someone who work with dragon here in a party, and we had some conversation about working with dragon, and he said he can talk to the dragon and he can feel dragons helping him, but he doesn't really understand what he's talking about, what the dragons are talking about. And he never heard back something from the dragon, but he feels somehow the dragon heard him and working for him. So we are then talking about this is happening, some difficult situation in the company, and oh my god, that you can ask the dragon to deal with it. You can ask the dragon to make it easier to solve the problem, or you can just help the dragon to cleanse a certain company or area. So and said, yeah, that's right. I forgot about it. Dragon can do all sort of things, and it's really useful, especially when you are working at a large scale. That's one of the things I'm teaching in the lecture of Advanced Dragon course. Working with dragon on a large scale light work. Working with dragon with a large scale environmental cleansing. That is only possible with dragons. I'm working as a light worker and travel around the world to do light work, which nobody pays me, but I'm using the money that people give me from teaching and do that. And for the light work, if I don't have the dragons working with me to cleanse certain area or to open up a new gate or portal, I don't know how long it takes. But with the dragon, they can do things in a flash almost. I mean, sometimes take a month, but most of the time, whatever I would take 2 months, they would do in 1 day or 2 days. They are really efficient in their work. So owning a company and having a lot of people working for you is already part of sort of light work if you do it right. And you can change the world through your company or through your job. You don't have to go travel around the world like me, like a shaman, to just change the world. You can just do whatever you feel it's a mission, your work to do to change the world. We can change the world from anywhere, and the dragon will help you do that. You can spread the goodness with the dragon. You can just send the dragon to people without asking for their permission, because you don't need a permission to send the dragon. You can just send them to everyone, anyone, if you want to. So it's very, very useful. So you will also be able to do more healing, dragon healing or protection, or you receive more dragon guidance, which I teach in my course, but they will help you if you want to have certain skills. And you just need to make yourself available. And it's not like they are telling you what to do. You are telling what to do. So you just need to relax and allow yourself to be who you are and let the dragon help you to do so. And you might feel the dragon is doing a lot of job, but they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't be able to do it without you. You are the one who guides them, but they guide you in a different way to just achieve your purpose. So with higher dimensional consciousness, that becomes more and more useful because you know, you will learn how they are helping you. So you will have those ideas. Okay, so I can ask the dragon to do these things. So whatever, you want to do, if you think it's too much for you to do, they can help. And with your higher dimensional consciousness, which is expanded, you can have a bigger picture of how working with dragon can make you help. Help you to change the world or to just spread the wisdom, that sort of thing. So working with dragon is so fun and so effortless. It's like being convinced that you can make your dream happen if you're not scared. You just need to be courageous, and you just need to be, don't be too surprised that it happens. And you can be playful, like just playing with dragon to just help the world and help people. It's just about enjoying who you are, enjoying what you're doing, and dragon loves it. Dragon loves it when you enjoy yourself. Dragon loves it when you are confident. And dragon will help you if you are not. Dragon will help you to be confident, to be less scared or fearless if you ask for them to help. So the most important thing is to ask dragons. Asking dragon, you can open up and relax and let them take care of it while you do your own thing. Your thing, you don't need any, when you're doing your own thing, when you're doing what you need to be doing, normally we don't feel hard to do it because that's what we are good at. So we can just relax and enjoy ourselves. Don't work too hard. Just enjoy, and if it's too hard, you stop. And let the dragon help you to make it easier. And save your energy, save your heart, make you happy. So that's how you work with dragon. And with the higher dimensional awareness, you can feel the dragon's help more. So you feel less restricted. And restriction becomes gift, because restriction actually make us become creative. When we are conditioned and when we are having those help from the dragon, we even enjoy the condition to make the condition itself as a kind of hint or intuition or sort of nice idea to do something else within a very limited resource or within a very limited condition. The condition itself is actually a gift. It is a history of the world, history of this life, which we create our life as using it as a foundation. So when you work with dragon, when you play with dragon, even limitation and restriction or condition becomes fun. It just make us, give us excuses to work with dragon. It gives us excuses to play around the new ideas. Oh, this doesn't work, so we have to find out something. We have to develop something new, and that's fun. If everything is working all right, it's quite boring because you don't really have to do anything. So as you start to work more with dragons, you become really creative, and trouble becomes suddenly really exciting. Like whenever you have trouble, what next? And you can just challenge yourself to develop further. You'll be surprised how capable you are. So that's what I'm hoping to happen for people with higher dimensional consciousness and working with dragon. Life gets really exciting, and you feel less limited. And another thing we suffer is understanding from the other people, like appreciated by other people or approved by other people. That become less important. When you are confident about what you're doing, when you know what you're doing in a spiritual way, through meditation or through working with dragons, you feel less needs to be appreciated. I mean, you still do, but you still feel confident about what you have chosen, because the dragon will gather around when you're doing something important for you. I mean, you don't have to call them. They're already here. They're already around you when you're trying to do something. They're already around you, and you will know, oh, this is very important. So many dragons around me. Or they're already here. So this is it. So they will encourage you to just do whatever right for you. So I want you to really use the dragon to be confident about yourself and be creative and be happy and achieve more effortlessly without much effort. Because effort is a word to be used for acknowledging something you are doing without not wanting to do. But when you are doing something you enjoy, even though it's hard work, you enjoy it. You don't call it effort. So effortless is another keyword of working with dragon, hopefully. So my mission, my passion of whatever I'm doing is to free people, make people free, bring freedom to people. So you don't have to depend on somebody else. You don't have to depend on somebody's ideas. You can be just free to just explore who you really are and just open up who you are and paint the world. It's really freeing and exciting and also scary, but that scary becomes exciting when you are supported by dragon. It's no longer scary, it becomes exciting. You know, anxiety and excitement is the same thing. So you choose to be excited rather than be anxious or scared. So that's something I want you to achieve with the dragons, and dragons get really excited about you doing the right thing for you, because it's really unique and original for you. You are the only one who knows what to do. So it is sometimes lonely because nobody understands, but dragon will. So that's how I've been how I have been supported by the dragon from childhood, when I'm really enormously lonely. Like nobody else understand me, and I couldn't even talk when I was a baby. Like when I was 0 years old, or when I was only 1 or 2, I was in despair. Like nobody understand me. I can't make myself understood. I don't have vocabularies, and I can't even go where I want to go. And the world, I don't think I don't even know what the world is. So I was really devastated with just by living. The hardest time of my life was when I was 2. It was most difficult when I was 2 because I was so powerless, and dragon were the only help. They took me around. I ride on dragons. I just explore the world, and okay, my time is not yet here. So, I mean, not only dragons, angels also helped me, but the dragons are really, really helpful for me. They prayed with me and they let me experience the world in my way, not in the other people's point of view, which is really important. Don't let people create your world. Let the dragon help you to create your own world and your own point of view. That is something I really appreciated working with dragon, which I almost took it for granted. Like I thought dragon is like friends and they're supposed to be doing all this. So I didn't really appreciate them, but I took it for granted. But actually they were really, really helpful. And this sort of hardness and loneliness happens to anyone who is allowing yourself to be original and unique. So I needed the dragon very much because I created all my method only by myself. I never had a teacher. It's all unique and original, which is so scary because there's no proof. I only needed to help. The only thing I can do was help people. By helping people, I was convinced, wow, this is very useful because it can help somebody. Otherwise, I just couldn't make myself worthwhile. But the dragon was always with me and encouraged me to just be who I am and continue to be who I am. So I want you to use the dragon, be more with dragon and play with dragon to be convinced that you are special and you need to live your life in your own way, not the other way. You have to really live yourself in your way. So advices from others, thank you, but it doesn't work, not always. You will be happy once you follow yourself, once you follow your passion, once you follow your intuition and your idea. You can make a lot of mistakes because it's not really mistakes, it's about learning. We need to learn about this world. We need to learn how our wisdom, how our gift will be appreciated by the world. Then we will learn how to do it better. So it's not about making mistakes, it's about learning. And dragon will help you to feel okay and also to achieve all these by doing the small little things. It's like dragons are like almost like AI, like they do the rest. We do the most important original things and they do the rest sort of thing. Of course we do ourselves, but when we do something, we can enjoy everything, even cooking, cleaning, or if we don't really like it, maybe we can ask somebody to do it, but we can just choose to enjoy our life. So that's something I wanted to pass on, and I hope I made some sense about using higher dimensional with dragon, and I'm still in the process of making sense of it. So if you can give me any question, I would really appreciate, because I really love questions. Yeah. So maybe I haven't had any.
No questions so far. Anyone got a question?
Is there some kind of sound echo? Yumiko's voice. Okay, that's solved.
All solved.
So yeah, if you do, or I would love it if you can join one of my course to then give me kind of feedback. Like I am hoping to just after I mean, this course, I have to prepare yourself. Like I have to heal you at least for like 4 or 5 days, doing shamanic work, several hours a day, to just prepare you to be okay to open up to the higher dimensional consciousness. Then I will open up your consciousness and connect with the dragon, and also adjust your channeling system as part of my preparation. And after the preparation, you can do the lecture. Then I'm hoping if several people accept the course and do the course, I am hoping to do some sort of online kind of questions time, so I can have questions and I can answer. So yeah, I will do the shamanic work because I will read your previous lives, and dragons doesn't, they're not very good at healing particular previous life because they don't have fears or resistance, so they cannot see which one. So I am more into my experience and see what needs to be healed, what needs to be adjusted, or just a lot of healing to do. So you can ask the dragon to help you, but you need to do the healing yourself. I am teaching dragon healing and dragon protection, which is asking the dragon to heal you, but you need to become aware where you need to be healed, because dragon wouldn't. So that's I am doing in the preparation. But when you ask your dragon, you need to be aware where you need to be healed and ask the dragon to help you heal. And you will be given maybe healing, or you will be given somebody else to help you. They will guide people to you or something. So yeah, I don't know how you are connected to dragon, but the way you are connected, I think it's really unique. I think each individual. So I don't know how you work, but you can still ask your dragons to help you. And if you're interested in my course, I can. And as I told you, when you do the course, all the healing I do will, to some extent, stay with you as a wisdom, so you can start looking after yourself. So maybe, do I have any question?
There's one more question. It says, do you find you are working with different dragons at different stages in your life?
Oh, where is it? Oh, yeah. Do you find working with... yeah, I've been working with all dragons all the time, but when I get older, I started to work more with golden dragons. When I was small, I was working with green dragons, white dragons, silver dragons, but golden dragon tend to help you with to develop your awareness of your mission, your life purpose. And golden dragon tend to help you to love yourself. And loving yourself is very important because it's almost about choosing the right path or becoming aware of your purpose. So the golden dragon does a lot of spiritual guidance. Yeah, so it's different what you need, depending on what you need. And nowadays, all the dragon works in a pretty much different ways. So you don't have to look for particular dragon. Maybe your dragon is here because they can help you. And if you need more dragon, maybe you can attract more dragon naturally. And it's just about connection. It's about to just connecting dragon is sometimes tricky because of the resistance. So you might not understand what they're talking about. So the adjustment of your channeling system or healing of this life or previous life or just body or aura is necessary sometimes. More question? Sorry, it's almost time, but I really love question. So they come to me and tell that we are going to do healing. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, let them do healing for you. And Connected. Are you connected to the one person? Uh, I have my favorite dragon, which is a golden dragon, because they always make some jokes. I mean, they do lots of funny jokes. Like they know how to make me laugh. So I make my connection to that dragon. Please make me laugh, or I'm really depressed, and they will come and help me. So my favorite dragon at the moment is golden one. But when I work as an alchemist, I will work with more with silver one. So yeah. Wow, you are nearly 63 and recently been visited by golden dragon. I'm sure that golden dragon is trying to help you to know what you need to do in your life and be proud of yourself. That's really exciting. Dragon appear also like a collection. Appear like a collection of. So it depends on what you do. If you need a lot of dragon, obviously you can attract lots of dragon. I don't know. Most of my students attract 2 or 3 dragon when they are studying. And I also train students, mostly light worker students, to just use lots of dragon to do the light work. Because when you're doing light work, you need lots of dragon to help you depending on what you are doing. Thank you, Kevin. So this is my course link and YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I tend to forget to do these things. And I'm not very good at social media, so I'm not very, my social media is not very much rich. But yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of YouTube channel, but currently I'm only doing it in Japanese and hoping to do it in English as well soon. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
beautiful. Let's send lots and lots of love. Let's press that love button.
Thank you.
Yumiko, thank you very much. I love watching your social media because you're normally traveling somewhere and there's a picture of some amazing place and then there's always what you're eating and you always seem to eat some amazing food.
Yeah. I only do it when I have time, and I only do it when I can give some energy to it. So
Yeah.
I'm not posting everything, but I try. Thank you.
It's nice to
Okay,
keep up
thank
where
you,
you are.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for all the love, lots of love.
Ah,
Oh,
thank
somebody's
you.
written it in some Japanese by the looks of
Japanese.
it.
Oh, thank you, Mitsumori Yuki-san. Oh, it should be really, really late in Japan. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yumiko,
Okay.
it's beautiful. Hang around if you like or go whatever you need to do. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. I need to attend my daughter, so I might need to go.
That's fine.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you. See you next time.
See you next time, everyone.